Hello. This is excerpts from my book, LDS and Muslim Outreach. It is available on Amazon, in much of the world. I, Robert Robinson, wrote this extremely short book, after decades of study. My hope is, you will find it useful. I have been both LDS and Muslim, for 7 years. These are some of the answers, to questions that arose, of how LDS doctrine interlocks, with God's teachings, through his prophet Muhammad. Chapter 1. Jesus, the Christ, the Messiah. LDS agree, that Mary was a virgin, at the birth of Jesus, and that God did not have sex, with Mary. Jesus was, the non-sexual, Son of Allah. Even mortal men, know of ways today, with artificial insemination, to accomplish this. It is safe to say, Allah knows of many ways, to accomplish this, but Allah has not revealed, how it was done. LDS agree, that Jesus, was one in purpose with Allah, but is not the same person, as Allah is. Jesus is subordinate to Allah. John 14:28. Jesus said, "Know ye not, I can call 12 legions of angels, to my aid." So the Romans bragged in vain, that they had forced Jesus on the cross. Jesus allowed them, to put him on the cross. Jesus had power, over life and death, including his own life and death. So yet again, the Romans bragged in vain, that they had killed Christ, not that they didn't try. No, Jesus chose, the moment of his death, and, the moment of his resurrection. So, the Quran is accurate, in saying the Romans neither forced Jesus on the cross, nor did they kill Jesus. Chapter 2. Aisha. The number one objection, U.S. citizens, seem to have against Muhammad, is Aisha. Currently, the Church of Jesus Christ, of Latter-day Saints, encourages their young people, to wait, until they are at least 18 years of age, to marry. My belief is, Muhammad was ordered, to marry the child Aisha, to stop infanticide. Which were common, up until Muhammad. The husband, would be responsible, for the financial maintenance of his child bride, from the day of the marriage contract. Even if the marriage, was not consummated, for years in the future. Today, the LDS prophets counsel to wait, until they are at least 18 years old, to marry. That has not always been the case, in the US, nor in the LDS history. They used to marry much younger. But for today, at least, 18 years of age is encouraged. Chapter 3. Polygamy. The Quran, limits Muslims, to no more than 4 wives. The LDS used to allow multiple wives. The USA government heavily persecuted the LDS, for allowing multiple wives. Today the LDS say, take no more than 1 wife, for now. Will this change? Probably. But as of today, if you have more than 1 wife, you cannot join the LDS church. You are welcome, to attend the public meetings anyway, as are all non-members. Chapter 4. Abu Amir. Abu Amir, was asked about Quran 68:42, the shin of Allah. Abu Amir said, it was actually a real shin. Meaning, Allah has a real glorified, resurrected, human body, separate from Jesus. This matches LDS doctrine. Chapter 5. The Bible. The LDS know, the Bible had been tampered with, but Joseph Smith corrected it, by order of Allah. The Joseph Smith Translation, or JST Bible, is available online. Chapter 6, Book of Abraham. The Book of Abraham, was translated by Joseph Smith, from some Egyptian papyrus, that came into his possession. The Book of Abraham, is in the volume, The Pearl of Great Price, and is published by the LDS. Chapter 7, Zulkarnain. After Jesus' resurrection, he was called Zulkarnain, in Quran 1883, through 110. The first of his travels, was Jerusalem, land of the setting sun. The second stop, was the Americas, land of the rising sun. The third stop, was Mecca, between 2 mountains. My interpretation is true, but please realize, there are likely multiple meanings, to all the Quran verses. Chapter 8. Al-Qadir. While Jesus was mortal, his name was Al-Qadir in Quran 1865, through 82. That he met Moses, who had lived so long before. This will not surprise the LDS. For the LDS know, Moses did not die right away. Secondary meaning of to die, is to completely quit. Moses quit Israel, and allowed Joshua to lead. The secondary meaning of taberi is to hide away. Allah hid Moses from Israel. Chapter 9, Heaven. The Quran says, there are 4 gardens, after death. 2 upper, and 2 lower. It also says, there are 3 classes. For a total of 7 heavens. This matches the LDS teaching, that after death, there is, an upper, and a lower part to the spirit world. Then, after the resurrection, there are 3 classes, or kingdoms, of glory. With Allah residing in the top kingdom, called the celestial. The middle is called the terrestrial. And the lowest is called the telestial. Chapter 10, the Mahdi. Muhammad spoke much about the Mahdi. The Mahdi would prepare the way for Jesus' return. Muhammad did not say that the Mahdi would be a prophet. Nor did Muhammad say it would be a line of prophets. He just didn't say either way on those questions. Muhammad did say he was the last prophet. By that he meant none would immediately succeed him, nor for that matter, would there be any more prophets in Islam. Chapter 11, Muhammad, and the Seal of the Prophets. Jesus Christ also had the seal of the prophets, as recorded in the Bible. Whether all 144,000 prophets have this seal, or only certain ones, I don't know. Clearly, no prophet was to be an immediate successor to Muhammad. The 15 LDS leaders today are prophets, seers, and revelators. This is only part of my book. To learn more about the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, I encourage you to ask the LDS missionaries in your area. Or go to www.churchofjesuschrist.org.